What is up guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a bit of an interesting one. I'm hoping it's going to save a lot of you a lot of time. I'm going to talk about the three most popular mistakes that people make when starting their digital marketing agency or online business, or even most businesses for that fact. I'm going to be straight to the point. I'm going to talk from my own experiences and I'm going to give you real examples. So guys, the most common mistake that I see people make, and it's probably, it's the most popular mistake that I see people make, and it's the one that I get asked the most from people who are considering starting up their own digital marketing agency or even starting a business, is do I need a website? The amount of people who believe they need a website to start off as a marketer or online marketer is absolutely unreal, and I'm here to dispel all those myths. I'm here to tell you that you don't need a website. I'm going to just put it straight up. I'm not going to beat around the bush, guys. You don't need a website to start as an online marketer. Quick story. When I first started my Instagram agency, I waited 4 months for somebody to build me a website, because I thought, if I don't have a website, what are people going to look at? What are they going to read? Are they going to take me seriously? Where are they going to sign up? What am I going to do without a website? Where am I going to send people to? So I waited 4 months for that website. As soon as I got the website, I realized that nobody even cared about that website. And for 2 years, I had that website as I built my agency up to 6 figures. And guess what, guys? Not one person signed up through that website. Maybe 2 or 3 people wanted to have a look at the website, actually asked me to look at the website. And guess what? They didn't even turn into customers. Those sort of people who want to see everything are like what I call tire kickers, guys. They're people who waste time, who just want to ask tons of questions and then aren't interested. So what I want you to take from this is that you don't need a website to start as a digital marketer, unless there is a real reason for it, guys. Unless you have physical offices that, you need a website to be professional, for people to check out your office or something like that. Or you're doing a business where, people need to actually buy things from you online. Guess what, guys? As a digital marketer, we don't need a website. People need to buy you. They don't buy your website, they buy you. The chances of them spending, £1,000 a month after reading your website, after reading text on a web page, instead of speaking to you personally and buying you as a person and buying your expertise, there's no competition there, guys. So first things first, you do not need a website, especially when you're starting. There's just no reason for it, and there's no reason to spend the time and wait around like I did, and I made that mistake of actually starting a website. Guys, the second mistake that people often make, and that I made too, and all of these mistakes that I'm going through I've made personally, is business cards and flyers and that sort of thing. So guys, look, I didn't want to have to do this, but I've actually got an example. So these were the business cards that I made when I first made my website, and that was Own the Gram. So it was like my Instagram marketing agency, which I've since rebranded. I still have that domain, but it's used for something else now. Guys, I'm going to see if you can see these. I'm going to see if it focuses. Pretty snazzy looking business card, right? Pretty cool, pretty cool. And I got like 1,000 of them. And guess what, guys? I don't think I gave any out. I maybe gave some to like 2 or 3 people, and I never got a call back. I never got anything back. And what I found is that business cards is actually not a good idea. It's not a good idea to say, oh, how about I leave you my business card? Because that puts the ball in their court. And when you give somebody something for them to then contact you, it's down to them whether they contact you. You're no longer in control of that lead. So I found business cards to be really detrimental, guys, and I wouldn't recommend you creating business cards to start with. It's just, you just don't need it. You just go in and you talk to them. You don't even need business cards anymore, guys. Everything's online. And I didn't want to have to do this, but look at this. So these are flyers that I bought for my first business. I'm gonna crack these open, guys. Bear with me a second. Right, here we go. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I mean, I thought it was pretty cool when I made these. But guys, what I realized is that this is even more trash than a business card. That has no value. People are never going to read something on a piece of paper and think, wow, like, I need this. Like, how do I buy this? They're gonna buy you. So I didn't even open these. I just opened these now, and I don't even know how many. There's probably like 500 in there. It weighs an absolute ton. So guys, even from these first 2 points, I spent probably almost £1,000, $1,000 on a website, and then maybe like $50 to $100 on these flyers and on these business cards. And guess what? Irrelevant, all irrelevant. It was just a total time wasting exercise. To probably just me trying to put off actually doing some work and actually going to get these clients. So you don't need business cards, you don't need flyers, you don't need a website. And let's get on to point number 3 now. Guys, the third and perhaps the most costly mistake that I see people who are starting their digital marketing agency or online business making, or client-based business, is that they're scared, they're afraid. They don't believe that they can sign up clients, they don't believe they can, ask for a lot of money, they don't believe they think they're going to make a mistake, they think they're going to get in trouble, they don't think people will believe in them, they probably really don't believe in themselves. And guys, that was me 2.5 years ago. It's probably why I spent $1,000 on a website, why I bought business cards and flyers, and why I was just putting off, actually going out and doing the things that I needed to do, because I was probably scared and I didn't believe in myself. And it's definitely true, actually. The first client I ever signed up was a local business, and I went in there with a figure in my mind of what I knew was fair for what I was going to offer. I pitched the business there and then we had a phone call 2 days later, and the price which we agreed on was a quarter of the price that I went in there with the figure in my head at. So if I went in with 1,000, which I didn't, the figure that we actually agreed on was 250, which is a quarter of what I went in at. And that was only because I doubted myself. I didn't think, I basically dropped everything just to sign that client up, because I didn't believe that anybody else would sign to me. I didn't believe in my worth, I didn't believe in my value. And that's one of the most popular things that happens, or common things that happens, when people are first starting their agency or first starting their online business. They've got no self-belief, their self-image is so weak and poor that they just don't believe they can do anything. And guys, there's nothing I can really do in this video to make you believe in yourself, but you just have to work on that mindset and start building a bit of confidence. But the third reason is, the third most common mistake is that people are scared and they let that impact their business, which happened to me. And that's probably one of the most costly things, because it could be the difference between you signing a client or that client signing you, if that makes sense. But guys, those are the 3 most common mistakes that I see people make who are trying to start their own online business. I hope you got some value from this lesson. If you did, like, subscribe, make sure you join our free Facebook group where we talk about all these sorts of things and more. And guys, I will see you in the next video.